please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts.
They could have picked anywhere to fight, but they chose this. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no...
He is Smokin' Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen. The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the best to ever do it in the heavyweight division.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic gold medalist, and the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, and truly one of the all-time greats, introducing Floyd Patterson.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
Todd, I even hear fighters cannot get tickets for their friends and family. This is how much a buzz a big fight creates.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. Nice counter shot. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
Oh, man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push them off, make them go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit them low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Jab misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Swing and a miss with the right hook. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of the...
On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. The straight right just misses. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Smoking Joe may go. Frazier never one to back off or back down.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
See the end of an era. Are we about to see Joe Frazier get knocked out? How is Frazier still standing?
Now they've got to wait.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Joe Frazier is in trouble. Good defense from Frazier.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work your defense, blocking us.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think right.
There's the bell for round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Down goes Frazier. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. We just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. like to see more jabs. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick breath, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They exchange punches. Floyd Patterson is on the canvas. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
Both men getting off the canvas in that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
That is showing the fitness. That is showing the stamina. That is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Missing with that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. Nice stop, but that won't score. Missing with that right hook. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. think of holding on here for a minute. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Time for the 5th round. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A lot of effort being exerted here. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That counter shot lands. That hook doesn't score. They better start respecting each other's punching power. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. And the referee's going to allow him to fight. Big swing and a miss with the hook. They got out of the way of that right hook. Lucky that hook didn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They're both looking. Hold it right there. Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? What's keeping Joe Frazier on his feet?
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
His stamina is off the charts. Swing and a miss with the hook. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This fight a little bit... So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? So time back in. Let's keep fighting. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Only catching air with that hook. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
Is when you talk about championship material.
Get this boxing back together. He was close to this fight, and now you let him.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Don't be...
You've got to take that confidence away. Go out, the first minute.
He's ready to go.
And there's the bell for round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That hook was off target. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's no way Frazier survives this. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. And the referee says no more. This fight is over.
I think the referee forgot until all of a sudden, yeah, you know what, I better do my job here.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
A TKO. The argument's going to rumble on. The crowd aren't happy. The fighters aren't happy. They wanted to see a definitive end to this fight. These guys are going to have to do it all over again. But please, please.